importance of keeping Lake Michigan clean. Trash can pollute the water, among other things. Animals eat trash and get sick or choke, causing death. I'm not going to touch on the plastic bag, but that happens too. We conduct beach cleanups twice a year in the fall and the spring. We pick up trash and separate out. We pick up trash from like everywhere, even on like the rocks where we're not supposed to go, and we like get everything that's like not so deep in a nook and cranny that we can't. Our arms are too short to reach in there, because the seagulls, if the seagulls get their hands on it, they eat it. Once they're done digesting it, they poop it out, and when it if it ends up in the water if it doesn't end up in the water to begin with, it'll end up in the water the next time it rains, causing a lot of unnecessary bacteria. And then we separate out the recyclables and put them in a separate bag. And then once they're in a separate bag, we weigh everything. And then we recycle the recyclables, of course. And then we test the water for bacteria levels and for temperature. And if the temperature/bacteria levels are too high or too low, we send the results to the Great Lakes Alliance, I think it is, for further testing.
And Julian is going to share about a big garden project that these children actually designed themselves. They researched what native gardens should look like. They learned about bioswales, and Julian's going to give you some of these details.
Okay. In Roots and Shoots, we try to save water, so we decided to create a garden that conserves water. We are going to use native plants so the animals and insects have food and shelter. Native plants use less water because they are adapted to the environment. We are also going to make a system that reuses rainwater and keeps it out of the storm sewer. We already created information display boxes that tell about the plants and insects. And then this is a design of our garden.
And then Elizabeth is going to wrap up kind of where we're at, where we've gone, where we're going.
We learned a lot about where water comes from, how it's cleaned, and how we use it. We realized how important water is and why we must conserve it. We also tried to become more careful about how we use water every day. We shared with our classmates and our families what we learned about water and what we can do to conserve it with the DVD. We are going to continue to focus on water as well as a lot of other major focuses, like making our lunchroom a more environmentally responsible place, like using compostable lunch trays, creating a better system for collecting recyclables, and establishing a composting system.
So what these children, it's always hard, because I'm always amazed. And one of the kids said it when we were practicing in the lobby while we were all gathering together, but that he had heard somewhere someone say that the difference is that a lot of people see obstacles, think that children don't see obstacles. It's not that they don't see them, they don't accept them. And so they're making a difference every day. And the ripple that these children are sending out has in part motivated our district to create a green committee. That green committee has now partnered with the high school's green committee. We've surveyed all of our schools. We're working toward LEED certification. We've audited our energy systems, our water systems, our solid waste systems, and we have in turn partnered with Evanston Climate Action Committee now. So it's really from one simple action, one at a time. It started with 12 students 8 years ago, and they're making a huge difference. It is really an honor to be with these children who are paving the way. So, well, maybe not, they're not paving it, maybe permeable paving. They're taking one step at a time so that the children to come after them will have clean water and access to this water. So let's give these kids a round of applause. Later, after everything is done, if you want, they do have a movie, if you want to see it. But anytime you want to see it, contact Dewey School in Evanston. We have a movie. We'd be happy to get it to you.